You don't need to do great things. Anything you do for Jesus is a great thing because Jesus is great. We tend to think that the greatness is in what we do. The greatness is in who we do it for. If you do your dishes, if you raise your kids, if you forgive your enemies, if you pay your bills to the glory of God, that is greatness. Because it is done out of love for the greatness of our great God and Savior, Jesus Christ. See, in that day, they would not say, taking sandals off, that's a great thing to do. John says, it's not the greatness of the act, but the greatness of the one whom I serve that makes it great. This is the mindset of a servant. There was an occasion where they came to Jesus and they asked him, how do we be the greatest? Remember that story? Some of you know it. Actually, it was John, the author of this book, who was one of the guys that asked that question. When I first read that as a new Christian, I thought, what an arrogant question. How do I be the greatest? What I love about Jesus, he didn't rebuke those who asked the question. He redirected them. He says, oh, you want to be great? Yeah, we do. Tell us. If you want to be the greatest, you should be the servant of all. Oh. See, because in the culture, it's about rising up. In the kingdom, it's about descending down. That's why Jesus comes down to us. He's humble. Our God is humble. Our God is humble. And he's a servant. It's where Jesus says, I didn't come to be served, but to serve and to give my life as a ransom for many. The path to maturity is paved with humility and service. The path to greatness is paved with humility and service. They come to John. They're like, you're amazing. You're great. Are you this? Are you that? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? He says, 2 things you need to know about me. I'm a humble servant. That's all that matters. Don't worry about who I am. Worry about what I say. When he says, I'm a voice of one crying out in the wilderness, if all you hear is the voice, you don't see the face, it's not about the messenger. It's all about the message. Amen? That's what he's saying. I don't matter. I'm telling you about Jesus. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. This is the posture of a humble servant. What was the key to John's greatness? What is the key to your greatness? How can you be declared great in the sight of God? Humble servant. Humble servant.